you are annoyed?
I'm annoyed, but I'm more also like, I already lived that. I don't necessarily want to go back there because to me, it's just dark and sad.
Well, this is also what is so annoying to me. So, like, the documentary, number one, do people think I just like talking about this all day long? No, it's traumatic. I have to relive things. I have to talk about things that weren't fun in my life.
Right.
So it's like, no, I don't just feel like doing this. So I think there's like what I keep seeing because people keep sending me TikToks or just videos. Number one, I was asked by Lamar or Lamar's team, whatever you want to say, I was asked if I can do the documentary. I was contemplating because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And also, I wanted to make sure it was handled in the best way. I said, I want to make sure this is a positive piece. I don't really want to go down this road if it's negative. He's been through enough negative. Let's like turn the tune here. Everyone was like, no, it's amazing. It's going to be really positive. He's the one doing it. He's the one asking. I'm like, okay, cool. Netflix then was like, we can't finish it without you. You're a big chapter. Sure, get that. I willingly do the Netflix thing for Lamar. I'm not getting paid one penny to do this. I have no dog in this fight. It doesn't matter to me if this documentary is made or not made. I don't care.
Right.
And it's also not something I really want to talk about anymore.
You don't want to go back down. It wasn't a great thing.
It wasn't the best time of my life. I had best time moments, but it's not like, let's rehash the dark stuff all over again.
Can I just say you took months to give an answer?
Yes.
You took a long time to even agree to do this.
And on Alexa's point, because I was like, how does this benefit me for keeping up or for Kardashians, whatever? People always want to ask about the Lamar stuff. I get it. But at some point, I'm like over it.
Right.
It's like that chapter's done. I'm good. He's good. We're good. To do this, though, what turned me was Netflix reaching out again, saying like they can't finish it without me. And I didn't want to do that to Lamar. So I was like, okay, he deserves this.
You did him a really big favor because you actually can't tell the story of that chapter of his life without you. As a matter of fact, he doesn't know.
What?
He doesn't really know what happened. You do.
Either way, I remember I was like, I really want to make sure, like, let's get on the same page with what he wants me to say. You reached out to him for me. He wouldn't respond to us. Saying,
it took, by time he had responded, it was done.
Yeah, he took weeks to respond.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, Khloe's going to do the interview. She wants to talk to you prior.
I
Crickets. Nothing.
I tried.
All good. Which we have in writing, by the way.
Receipts.
Also, what I think people are confused about is I'm not just sitting on camera talking. There's a producer asking me questions. This producer.
Do you want to?
There's a producer asking me questions. This producer is from Lamar's documentary. Has nothing to do with me. I'm not an executive producer. I don't edit anybody on their documentary. I'm not paid a cent. I have no involvement in this documentary besides sitting down and giving an interview. This producer is asking me questions that I then respond to. So how would the producer know to ask me certain things if they're not given by Lamar's team or this guy does research?
Right.
If the guy is like, hey, so I heard this happened in Vegas. Why don't you tell me about that? I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to tell you that story because somehow you know the story.
You know it. Exactly.
So I am just doing exactly what the producer's asking of me. I didn't see the documentary in whole until it came out.
I'm still trying to figure out what the takeaway was from the documentary.
What do you mean?
So I think
like for the public?
Yeah. So I think that's another thing that people are kind of hung on, which is like, what were we supposed to get from this? That you weren't a good father, you weren't a good husband,
well, so
and
that's what
you were
I'm
a drug
confused
addict.
about. So if this is your documentary, but like your overdose was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you have nothing to show for anything at the end of your documentary. You couldn't show after the last 11 years your sobriety journey.
And that has nothing to do with you.
Has nothing to do with me. If there was nothing positive to show at the end, that's on you. You are ending it as making a joke. Oh, let's go to Vegas. Let me go to Vegas. Come with me to Vegas and get married, or whatever he said to the camera crew. Like, everything's a joke for you. You're not accountable for anything. I think what's pissing me off is we did this all good. I was done with this. I'm like, I'm never going to do another Lamar thing again because I'm all good.
It's finished.
But now Lamar is doing press, annoyed with me,
I can't stand it.
claiming or insinuating that I'm a liar. All these things discrediting me, saying that I wasn't the one that helped him.
That pissed me off as well, only because I was like, sir, you weren't. You were there, but you were a shell of a person. I'm like, the things that I witnessed and was there for, even the week that I was in Las Vegas, I was like, I want my friend out of here. But I knew what you were doing was so honorable and so loving. Like it is who you are and what you would do. So we fast forward how over a decade later, and you want to tell the story, but you want to tell the person that they're not telling the story correctly. How, sir?
But that's not even it. I think for years he was singing my praises, all this. I don't even need you to sing my praises, but you're not now going to shit on me or now play in my face because you don't like the reaction and the response from the public.
Well, I think you're getting a better reaction as a human being than he is getting for his own documentary.
But
and
that's your
not
documentary.
Your problem.
It's not my problem. I didn't edit your documentary. I had nothing to do with the final product. That's all you. If that's the way you wanted your documentary cut together and all that, how the is that my problem?
Maybe he didn't have control over that, but he also didn't have anything positive to give them either.
But again, that's not my problem.
Yeah. I think this is the first time people have ever really had an opportunity to hear you speak and see the experience through your eyes.
Well, because he
didn't like that.
But
apparently.
It's not my story to tell. I would never expose someone. That was not for me to expose. I kept all of that to myself for 11 years or whenever that was.
Mm-hmm.
For this, I was asked by Lamar to do this documentary. I did it for him. His team, whoever provided those questions to the producer, had to be someone that knew these things. That's how they knew to ask me those questions.
Yeah.
They don't just happen. So I answered the questions. And then I even said when I left, well, Lamar can take out anything he doesn't like. Because I don't care. Take out what you don't want in there. That's your choice. This is your show. And I just find it crazy, like, that first of all, I don't care. You don't have to give me credit for anything. I don't want the credit. All I did was tell the story that I was asked by you to tell. But now to like play in my face and now to act like I didn't do any of the things I did and insinuate I'm a liar.
Look, he needed you to complete that documentary.
But I feel played.
There were questions that I'm sure were asked to him and he couldn't answer it. You answered them. He just didn't like the answers. That doesn't make it not true. All the rest of that is not your problem. And I know why things irritate you too, because you're also like, here I am again. I was there for you to help you save your life. I'm here for you to help you explain your life. And I'm still the bad guy. I'm still getting kind of,
but like
the short end. It doesn't feel good. I get that. But that's why you're done.
Beyond done. Like even in the documentary, when he said something about him getting drugs after he overdosed, he's like, yeah, but why would a drug dealer give Lamar Odom drugs knowing what he went through? No. Why would you call a drug dealer? You know what I mean? Like it's always everyone else's fault. It's not his. And then I saw on some clip that the person was like, did you watch the documentary? Or like, how'd you feel about it? He's like, I didn't watch it all, but I will. First of all,
that couldn't be further from the truth.
This person loves to watch himself. You're telling me.
No, he walked in my house with a picture of himself on his t-shirt.
On his shirt.
Yeah, that's a different kind of love.
You're telling me that you have a documentary for yourself and you're trying to say publicly that you never saw it? Boy, please.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I call BS.
Let's not. I just think he wasn't expecting this response, and now he's trying to sort of slander me a little bit, which frustrates me.
I think if I can leave you with anything that I feel like, again, you should know, as everything you have done is honorable and it does not serve you as an individual. But what it does do is speak highly about the heart and the way you care for people if you ever said you did. If he doesn't honor that, so what? Stick with the people that have been like, God, she was such a great wife. And she really is even a great person for doing this documentary. Because I've seen so much stuff where people are like, I wouldn't have done anything for him. Look at what he did to her then. Look at what he does now. And I'm like, you really do let things roll off your back. But I think you pay more attention to the positive. He's not a positive person. I don't think he has that to give.
You're sitting on camera saying you married me for fame? What? Like,
No, it's weak. It's all the conversation is very weak.
but I saw some TikTok was like, wait, am I such a fool because I thought they really loved each other, did it? And the person was like, did anyone else feel that way? And I was like,
No, I think that's what you say now
me.
after your wife has left you and it's been a decade later
Yeah,
and
but
you
he
kind of
hasn't
have
said that-
mud on your face.
But he hasn't said that for years.
That was
he made
never
a sex.
the truth, KK.
What?
It was never true that he married you. He's saying that now.
No, but why is he saying it in his documentary?
He's saying it now because that's the only leg he has to stand on.
That's
He
insane.
can't get you back.
But you're
he just
asking
texts
me.
me.
Right, but you're
Tell
asking.
KK we'll be family forever.
Right, but you're
so I
asking
don't understand
me
how
to
that
be
makes
in your
sense.
documentary, and behind the scenes, your friends, you guys are all saying how you were with me just for fame. That's like some up. Like, I feel so dumb. I spent hours and time doing this documentary as a favor. I'm not paid one penny.
Yeah.
I didn't do any. Like, people are like, oh, I wonder how much she got paid. What?
Well,
Nothing.
look, it doesn't make him look good at all.
No, but I am also pissed that I'm even involved.
If that's his ego talking, and that in some way is supposed to make him look like he doesn't care about Khloe, it didn't work. It doesn't even make him look good.
Listen, I let go the blow up sex doll he got made of me 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like
Embarrassing.
the most sociopathic
Disgusting.
thing. How violating, how gross. What is wrong with you?
Because he just does things for money.
Or for fame. Like,
Yeah,
he tries
it's like
to do
attention.
things for attention. Gross.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to give this that much
One
attention.
deep breath.
But I am, like, the amount of messages I'm getting, everyone is like shocked. Like, how did the tune change so much? And I think it's changed just because he's seeing the response. And now he's like, oh, I'm going to attack her because
Yeah.
she's getting so much love. Someone told me I'm like the icon on the Netflix special. I'm like, you're mad at me about your portrayal, but that's what you gave them. It's crazy.
I mean, I guess weak people often pick someone to be like the bad guy, the fall person. And unfortunately, you are in that seat quite often. But I think you now are removing yourself. So this is just like the final straw with him.
Over it.
I gave you your stuff back. I did your documentary. I think we're done here.
And what's crazy is he says over and over again, it's coke, it's coke. When we were together and I would say, like, you're smoking crack, he would be like, don't say crack. Crack is a poor man's drug. Say coke because it comes off more expensive.
Excuse
So
me?
if you see the documentary, all he does is reference coke because he won't say the word crack. And I'm almost thinking, is that why he was mad at me?
I'll be honest with you. I would probably still be working with you till this day if it weren't for him. He is the reason I left.
Well,
I didn't want to be around that stuff.
and that's also like, I haven't said 90% of the stories I have.
This is why I'm going, sir, I want you to stop talking because I don't want to
Stop
get in a position
talking.
where I feel like I have to even defend you.
And I couldn't have been nicer
be normal,
about
sir, because
the information I offered. Because I have 90, literally, this was only 10% of the that
it
I
was
could talk
nothing
about.
compared to photos and receipts and all those things. So it's like, remember, yes, you are dealing with decent people, but don't take our kindness for weakness.
Clock it.